The coronavirus pandemic may be forcing many Americans to take a hard look at their financial future, and some are reconsidering retirement. Ernie Burns, President and CEO of Burns Estate Planning and Wealth Advisors, joins us this morning with some tips if you're worried about your retirement. Good morning, Ernie.
Good morning, Meg. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for your time. So we have some new numbers here that 62% of Americans are more concerned about their retirement plans now compared to this time last year, which of course is understandable with everything we're going through with the pandemic. So what would you advise people if maybe they've lost money from their retirement accounts or they've had to dip into their savings? What would you tell them?
Well, a variety of things. We've seen a huge pandemic. We shut the economy off at the largest economy in over 50 years, and we had 30 million people unemployed. That was terrible loss that they could have saved that money. And then, like you just said, some people might have dipped into retirement because of the HEROES Act that was basically put in place. So all this going on has really forced people to think second and third about their retirement. What should they do? So they need to put plans in place to make sure that does occur on a timely manner.
So what are some of the plans, though? I mean, if, maybe they didn't have a financial advisor before, maybe meet with somebody who's a little bit more knowledgeable about, finances, and what else would you suggest?
Well, first of all, this market is very sectored in the sense of only 6% of the S&P 500 is actually hitting new highs. It's extremely focused in certain areas. In 2017, for example, 90% of the S&P was hitting new highs. So if you're just in general mutual funds, you could be in trouble. If you have 401ks out there, your retirement accounts, however they might be labeled, IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, you're more than welcome to send those over to us. We can help you focus in on different mutual funds or sectors of your investment portfolio so that you can retire in a timely manner. But you need to be focused in different areas. So yes, sit down with a financial advisor and look at the market sectors that are really, really doing well right now.
I mean, would you even advise some people, look, you've got to keep working a little bit longer just because you maybe had to dip into your savings or your account took a hit? I mean, you've got to be able to provide for yourself later on.
That's a fact. In fact, a lot of jobs are not available yet. Maybe you might be looking for a job right now that might not be in your sector of the market where you retired from or you were furloughed from and you're not going back to work right now. You might have to take a different job with lower pay, but at least it puts food on the table and some money in your pocket right now. So there's a lot of things happening right now, but you got to be focused on what you're doing and put a plan together to make sure that you know that you can retire in a timely manner. In the sense of, do you pay off the mortgage or you're going to basically activate your Social Security early or late? You got to put a plan together for that, and you got to sit down with a financial advisor that looks in those areas and focuses on those areas to help you make those right decisions.
Absolutely. For the younger people, there have been younger people who've been looking at their retirement accounts, kind of freaking out. Would you tell them, don't worry, you've got plenty of time if they're in their 30s or 40s, just to kind of let things play out a little bit more?
Meg, you're 100% correct. Because of your age, our age in itself, you're not retiring for 10, 20, 30 years. You were buying shares actually at a cheaper rate. Now, if you were furloughed or laid off, get that job back or maybe take a lesser job for a little while until your job opens up again. But you don't have to sweat that too much because the fact is that you're able to buy shares at a cheaper rate. In addition to with technology today, you can find out more information and get more information to make those financial decisions that you need to make for retirement.
Gotcha. All right, good advice this morning. Ernie Burns, thank you very much.
Thank you, Meg. Y'all have a good day.